Dude, he's like a mouse Jedi. That would be insane. Like a little mice-sized Jedi.
Sure, what about Porks? Porks failed in 2018!
I wonder if he would have, like, if we know anything about the Force, the smaller you are, the greater your Force output could be. So if they're like this big, yeah, because Yoda. He's this big.
I feel like that comes from his age, not just like. Well, no. So he had the highest midichlorian count until Anakin.
Correct. But you see my point.
The highest living midichlorian count. There was people in the past with higher midichlorian counts, for sure.
Yes. But in the shows that we saw and the movies, correct?
Yeah. And, we're talking Old Republic when I get into that. That's a different topic entirely. You get into Valkorian and shit like that, and oof. You're talking people that can just look at a planet and be like, here, crush that shit. Easy. Nihilist just eating planets. He'd just pull up in his ship and just be like, and just like fucking suck the life out of a planet like a vampire. It's fucking crazy. My new setup? Yeah, for now. Yes, for now. For now, this is my current setup. But I mean, that's going to change because this couch is going to go. And a couple more things are going to get moved around eventually. But, and I got to get the actual, like, good PC set up. Once I have that, I need a monitor and I need a camera. So, or a monitor with a camera. But yeah, for now, this is the setup. I got a snack in the background. Jake got to see the snack eat last night.
Fantastic.
I think that was last night.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, bro, fucking Starkiller. No, not canon. Ron Coda, I would like to be canon, but they would never do him because he's literally a rated R Jedi. He fucks, he drinks, he smokes. Like, he's like, he doesn't like, he's racist as hell to clones. I really don't think they would ever put Ron Coda in anything.
No.
I wish they would, because his story arc is phenomenal. But
well, I think maybe once they're out of the limelight, they could do characters like that, but not while they're trying to still sell to kids and stuff.
You know who would do a character like that? I said the only... Okay, Jake. Okay, Jake. All right. Okay, hear me out. The only person that could write Ram Coda in this day and age of Star Wars. And, like, first of all, like we were talking about the other night, they need to clean house fully. I think everybody at Lucasfilm needs to be fired, and they just need to hire new people entirely.
Yeah, no, that's a fair assessment.
Put it on hold for 5 years. Just sell merch.
Mm-hmm.
People will always buy Star Wars merch. They never stopped buying Star Wars merch. Put it on hold for a couple years. Say we're restructuring, peace. Just like Elon, everything in the kitchen sink. You know what I mean? With Twitter, everybody out except for maybe a couple people that are actually trying. Then we could get shows like that. Then you might get a rated R Star Wars movie. Then you might get more stuff like Andor. Put Tony Gilroy in charge. We're totally fine with that. They said their argument is, oh, well, he said he doesn't even like Star Wars like that, but he made Andor. I don't give a fuck. He could hate Star Wars if he made something that good.
It doesn't matter.
I'm fine with it. But people like that are real true creatives. And what he meant when he said he wasn't really into Star Wars is that he wasn't really into it much. He didn't know much about the lore. But he got really into the lore, which you see in the show as he's writing. Right? So what I would say there is, I think the only Jedi that I would have been okay with having a cameo in Andor would have been Ron Coda. He would have fit so perfectly.
Yeah, with the Andor thematic vibe. Yeah.
one episode that he's in would be cool. Because he's got his militia. He's already like fucking around with the Empire. He doesn't give a shit. He's just out there doing guerrilla strikes on them, like Saw Gerrera. Like you could have him hanging out with Saw for an episode. Like when Willman is like doing the bomb thing, you could have him like show up and talk to him and then like leave. That would just be cool to see Ram Koda. But the only show he would fit in would be Andor, because I know they wouldn't write him like an idiot.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that 100%. Yeah.
You could have him drinking with Saw. You know what I mean? You could have him just sitting there drinking with Saw, which would be cool. And if you really wanted to like really hook it up for the fans, you'd have him be blind already, which means that he did fight Starkiller. So all the Force Unleashed fans would be like, "Oh fuck, Starkiller's out there somewhere," or somebody like him, and they just never do anything with it. Never do anything with it. Never touch it. Just always in your mind, you know that, well, he got blinded, so he must have got shot down to Nar Shaddaa already.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, it would lead you to think that and infer that.
Exactly. Which would be it would just be nice for the fans, but don't fucking do it, Disney. Not until you restructure everything. I want you to. We want the best for Star Wars. You just won't do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the ultimate solution, is what you said, is stop production for right now. Take a break for 3 to 5 years, because you've already been dragging through the mud and kind of just flailing your arms up with ideas, right, at every corner. So just take a stop, and then we'd rather just it be concise. So just stop everything. It's like you're writing an essay, but you messed up the first 90%, but you're just like, all right, let me finish the ending. No, it's a bad essay. We need to overhaul the complete thing. Like, grab a new piece of paper.
And you need to apologize to the teacher and explain to the teacher, can I please have some more time? I need about 3 to 5 days to write a new one.
Correct. And they'll understand.
What you need to do. And when I say apologize to the teacher, I mean they need to make a formal public apology to the fans.
Yes, correct.
They need to just acknowledge, listen, we fucked up. We're restructuring everything. We'll see you in a couple years. That would make waves. That would do amazing. So, like, that's what they realistically need to do. And they need to go, we're getting everybody out of here, restructuring everything. We're going to have all new staff, and we're going to have a prime, concise thing. Sequels aren't canon would be the cherry on top.
Heavily
agree. I mean? Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts on the Ryan Gosling project with Star Wars coming out soon? Any thoughts on that?
I was hopeful. I was really hopeful for it, because he's doing amazing right now. He's just killing it. Everything. Hail Mary is probably my favorite space movie, not including Star Wars. Like space, like sci-fi space movie, like over like I like it more than Interstellar, is what I can tell you.
He's not only an S tier actor, he's an S+ tier actor right now. He's the top of the crop.
He is like, I think he might have hit like Tom Cruise level, where it's like people are gonna go to the movies just to see him in a movie. And he can act in pretty much anything too. So I think he'd be phenomenal. I think he'd be phenomenal in Star Wars. However, the newest leak is that he's taking a child, which is probably his son, who's Force sensitive, to Rey's Jedi Temple.
Yeah, so involvement of Rey.
Yes. You lost me. Like, I was like, Ryan Gosling as a starfighter pilot fucking around. Yeah, I would watch the hell out of that. That sounds great.
She's got the look, and she like that is the costume design they came up with, and the character design is okay. It's like, okay, it's passable, but she needs to work on the emotion. She has to get the, yeah, I mean, in general, yes, but she needs to like she needs to portray better emotion and like in her body language, not through the words on the page. Yeah.
Why can't he be the Jedi? And the other thing is, dude, this sequel trilogy timeline is just so devoid of anything going on in the galaxy. It's so boring. There's nothing happening. It's all in the outer reaches. Everything else is chilling. It's like, and it all takes place within a year.
I think it's because outside of Ahsoka or like Shakti, is there any mentionable female Jedis? And I think they're trying to broaden that category out by creating more.
Well, they stopped Ventress from getting killed because she died in the book, and then they just put her in Bad Batch. So I guess she's not dead because she dies during Order 60, right before Order 66.
Yes.
But Dooku kills her, and then later he goes like right after that to go get Palpatine from Coruscant. So yeah, she dies like right before Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
Like fuck that. The book that Dave Filoni helped write with other people, he just rewrote in that show because you can do that, I guess, because when Disney said everything is canon now, all the books, all the games, all the shows, they're all part of one cohesive timeline. Yeah, I guess they just said fuck that. Yeah, because they forget about shit all the time.
There's no cohesion, so when they said that, it ruined everything.
No, not in the slightest. But any other female Jedi at that timeline?
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't think of any.
Probably fucking Sabine and Ezra jerking off somewhere.
Them and
Sabine's just a Jedi now, even though Mandalorians can't be Jedi, and that's what made the Darksaber so special, is because one Mandalorian was a Jedi and the crystal turned black.
Yeah, was the ultimate lore, but of course they had to destroy the weapon, of course. So.
And then they were just like, no explanation. They're just like, well, Sabine's a Force user now because. That's Dave Filoni writing, bro. He wrote Ahsoka. All the writing in Ahsoka is him. That show's abysmal. Like,
the only part I like of
any female, dude, like literally any female Jedi that would be alive.
Yeah, right. It's just those two that I think of.
Shakti's apprentice.
There's Yoda. Doesn't he have like a female counterpart?
Yaddle, but she's dead. They killed her. She dies in both continuities, though. She dies in a Clone Wars book protecting Anakin, and then she dies in the Tales of the Jedi show. Dooku kills her when he's turning to the dark side. Palpatine's like, kill her. And she's like, Dooku, we can kill him. And Dooku's like, the Jedi are mean. They got Qui-Gon killed. And then he's like, wah, wah, wah. And she just gets crushed in a door, but then the door reopens and she falls out of the door and she's fine. And she's kind of like, ah. And then Dooku's just like, I'm sorry.
Do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yes.
I literally think of a single female Jedi that would still be alive.
Right.
I could think of multiple female Jedi I wish were still alive in change of them.
Yeah, right. Sure.
But I guess. Nope. They killed her in the sequel trilogy. I was going to say, I guess maybe Leia. Maybe Leia's daughter. No, she doesn't have a daughter. Her daughter's just in the movie. Her actual daughter in real life's in the movie. Yeah, she doesn't have a daughter. Like her little assistant in the movie. They would do some bullshit. They'd be like, secretly, that was her daughter the whole time.
Can't
like,
have that.
Yeah. What do you mean? Dude, somehow Palpatine returned, Jake. What are you talking about?
But here's my point: is that even though
the best, bro. That is Hollywood writing.
Even though they decided to go down the worst path possible, there was still a couple cool scenes, like Kylo Ren grabbing the saber behind his back. You know what I mean? That whole sequence.
I fucking hate that, dude. I'm sorry.
You didn't like that? The passing of the baton?
No, because that's stupid as fuck.
Hit me with it. Yeah, why doesn't that work for you? Hit me with it.
None of that works for me. The entire dyad idea doesn't work for me.
Well, yeah, it's a shit plot, but like the act of him just like pulling the saber I like that. Yeah. How about
yeah, if it was if he had it on his back like a sword, then that would look a lot cooler.
Yeah, it was how did they, because I still don't quite comprehend, how did they pass a physical object through force?
Because of the force. Because they're a dyad,
okay.
That's why. That's
gotcha.
That's literally the explanation, is they're a dyad in the force. That is the explanation, so they can do stuff. They can do weird stuff. They can jerk each other off from different planets.
This is what I mean.
He can finger her from like wherever.
They came up with the most terrible ideas and ways to explain the ideas, but there was still some coolness to be had. How about also the didn't you like the throne room scene? The throne room?
No, dude. It's that choreography. Go back and watch that scene slowly. There's multiple times where the actual guards, and you don't have to watch that slowly. You just have to watch it and not look at the middle. That's why they constantly have Kylo Ren and Rey in the center, so you're focused on them. Where on the sides, bro, there's multiple dudes just like.
Yeah, I know, just like not even attacking.
No, they're just like doing this. Or there's literally one scene where Kylo like kills the one guy and the other one's behind him, and Kylo doesn't even move to get him, and the guard just goes, ugh, and like falls back, and it's like, bro, nothing even happened to you.
No, I agree wholeheartedly.
It's a bad scene, and I hate that scene because they killed Snoke off. It was the only interesting thing.
I have noticed exactly what you said about the guards. I have noticed that when watching it. And B, my favorite part about that sequence is the tension between Kylo and Rey of who's going to join whose side, or is it just a forever stalemate?
I mean, I think they could have done something interesting had you had a competent writer.
Yes, right. That was a good tension point. That was a good tension point right there.
Well, they really just fucked up by just not doing Jaina and Jason Solo and their story from the Jedi Order books. And Marcel, I'll get to your comment in a second, buddy. But yeah, I mean, so Jaina and Jason and Anakin were the two sons and daughter of Leia and Han. And Anakin Solo ends up Anakin ends up dying at one point. Jason turns to the dark side, and Jaina has to try and like turn him back, but ends up eventually killing him, if I'm not mistaken, because he becomes Darth Caedus. Yeah, Darth Caedus.
I was going to say, most of the time it has to be done to stop the greater evil for being produced. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure like he ends up. I think he kills Anakin, maybe and Chewbacca ends up dying because of either something Anakin fucks up with or something Jason fucks up with, and Chewbacca.
But his relation to them. Yeah.
Yeah. He stays behind to save them, and then Han's like really fucking pissed at them, obviously, because they got Chewbacca killed. It's like a whole different thing. They could have done that without killing Chewbacca and found a different way for Jason to fall to the dark side, which I think would be cool. Oh, he kills Mara. He kills Mara Jade. He kills Luke's wife, the ex-Imperial Inquisitor, the only Imperial Inquisitor. She was a Sith assassin directly under Palpatine. She had a pink lightsaber, the smoking hot ginger. Look up Mara Jade. Wonderless, you want to draw a cool Star Wars character? Look up Mara Jade.
Mara Jade, yeah.
She's awesome. You'll like her. She's up your alley.
She's a 1-of-1, right? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she's cool as fuck. There's only one type of chick that could marry Luke, and it would be somebody who is that badass. Like, she's awesome. But yeah, they should have just went with it and made Daisy Ridley Jaina and made. That's why his name is Ben Solo, bro. Because they couldn't just do Jason. They just wouldn't do it. Oh, he's named after Obi-Wan. Fuck off. They would have done Anakin if they could have.
I think it's lagging a little bit for me.
Menacingly, and then die unceremoniously.
Okay,
and I'm supposed to believe that those Knights of Ren took down Luke Skywalker's Jedi Order. Those fuckwits.
Yeah,
That's what you want me to believe. The guy that killed Darth Vader and Palpatine. That's what you want me to fucking believe. Get the fuck out of here. And now you know it's going to feel even stupider by the end of this Filoni-verseness. Because you know he's going to give Luke Skywalker this CGI dead-face Luke Skywalker. You know they're going to give him this crazy-ass scene where he, like, rips a Star Destroyer out of the sky. Or he, like, does some crazy, insane Force ability just to give Luke that badass scene. You know they're going to do it.
No.
And then it's going to be like the Knights of Ren killed him or killed all of his students, though. And he failed. You serious?
They'll set him up for failure.
No, they're just setting themselves up for failure because they wrote themselves into a goddamn corner.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
They basically wrote themselves into a corner where it's like, no matter how cool we make Star Wars, it all leads to everything sucking balls. like you can't, unless they literally say not canon, everybody's going to just be like, all leads to the sequels.
I think it's probably time to just hang it up on the legacy characters. As much as we love like Anakin, Luke, and all them, just stop, halt production of legacy characters being in content. Because you need, like, that's where you need to be, the sink or swim part, where you start to produce more iconic characters.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. You have Ahsoka, and that's it. Yeah. And she's not even good anymore.
Finn was interesting. Finn had us in the first half.
Yeah, he did have us in the first half when he was going to be a Jedi, and then Rian Johnson was like, no, he's just a retard.
Yeah, that was the biggest shame of all time. We were so ready for Finn to be a Jedi. Yeah, no, he got done
the dirtiest. That, like, I actually do feel bad for him as an actor. Like, he got done so fucking dirty. He got the fucking Jar Jar treatment, bro.
Yeah, and he was a big... I remember watching a couple behind-the-scenes stuff. He was a genuine fan of Star Wars, like, going into it as an actor. Yep. And to get the treatment, yeah.
Well, he got good treatment, I would say, in Force Awakens. Force Awakens,
the very first one.
Yeah, Force Awakens is not a great movie by any stretch, but like, it's all right.
His scenes are good. He would be happy with his scenes.
His acting's good.
Movie. Correct.
His acting's good. Adam Driver's acting's good. There's a lot of stupid shit in the movie, but it's like, all right. When it came out, everybody was like, "Yeah, it's like
it was well
received."
You know? Yeah, it was well received.
It was, yes, but people were extremely hopeful. And then Rian Johnson was like, I'm going to subvert expectations. And that's how we got Luke Skywalker sucking green titty milk out of a fucking sea cow.
I feel like he just had personal beef with Mark Hamill, and he just wanted to make him look like a fool on camera, probably, something like that.
No, he didn't like Star Wars fans either.
Oh, so there you go, yeah. Because why? Like, what other reason do you have to that level of disrespect to a character? I really don't understand. I don't think anyone.
Well, the ultimate is on top of Disney because they were like, I think it'd be a really good idea to make the sequel trilogy of Star Wars be written by 3 different directors with different visions because it'll give it flair. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
They tried that with Batman. They had Tim Burton Batman, all these different Batmans. And Tim Burton Batman was my least favorite one, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm talking Star Wars mainline saga 7, 8, 9. Originally it was supposed to be Abrams, Johnson, and Trevorrow, who did Jurassic World. Trevorrow quit after The Last Jedi because they wouldn't let him basically do the script he wanted to, which would have fixed everything, and he wanted the movie to be like 3 hours, 4 hours, and they wouldn't let him do that either. Because he would have needed that amount of time to fix the bullshit in The Last Jedi, bro.
Yeah. Time management was too high.
But you can look up the Colin Trevorrow script, which we can probably go over at some point. That would be a fun thing to do on the show. It's really good, dude. It's not phenomenal, but it would have fixed a lot of the problems. And the final battle is not on Exegol. It's the battle for Coruscant.
I also have a fun idea that I was waiting to say on the show here, and that's the other night I Googled all the actors that were in contention for the Luke Skywalker role before Mark nailed the position, and I put them all side by side, looked at all of their film discographies, and I think you'd be surprised. There's 2 or 3 suitable multiverse Luke Skywalkers that we could have had rather than Mark.
Well, we have them in another dimension.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, do you want to hear some of the names?
I would love to.
So Kurt Russell was the first suggestion. Yeah, wouldn't that be nuts? Kurt Russell is Luke, young Kurt Russell.
Dude, he would be such a good old Luke if he played it like Ego.
That's my point exactly.
Bro,
that's why I saw it. That's why I could see it for sure with Kurt.
Recast Luke Skywalker as Kurt Russell. Do it now.
I'd be so down with that. I really would.
So down with that right now. See you, Mark. You nutty professor, you.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, we're done with Mark. Exactly. We're good. Let me actually pull up some of the other names because I remember their faces, but not the names so much. Let me see them all. Yeah,
I want to bring up Marcel's comment because it's funny.
Yeah,
we're a little bit past the conversation, but he said, to be fair, Vader could finger her from half a galaxy away as well. He did it with that Imperial commander as well. Well, not fingering, but you know what I mean. Dude, I love that we see that in the original trilogy. Like, not Vader fingering somebody. I love that we see Vader, like, just kill a guy by looking at him through a TV screen.
So here, I'm actually gonna
see, like, it's just he's that powerful, bro. Vader is that dude. He walks around like that.
Indeed.
Why are you looking that up? I'm playing a funny little goober clip.
Yeah, so I'm gonna prepare a segment for us here. Basically, what the exact idea I had, we're gonna do here on stream because it's quick and easy, actually, but it'll get my point across.
Barely an inconvenience.
Damn, that was so gangster that I almost got pregnant from it.
There you go.
It was gangster, bro. We need more Star Wars clips. I have a couple of them, but we need more.